Just before we start, I would like to announce the first sponsor of the GHOSTCAST is Your Bespoke Agency. They are a digital agency who specialise in website, app design, branding, logo design, SEO, content creation, paid advertisement, custom clothing and accessories, social media management, and they do all this in-house under one roof. They're a Glasgow-based company, and you can get them at Your Bespoke Agency on social medias. The website is yourbespokeagency.com. They tailor all their services to you, the client. Get in touch with them today to start your project. Thank you guys very much for sponsoring this first ever episode. In this first ever episode, my guest is Jordan Robertson. You know him as Hawaii Fivo. He had a rough kind of childhood. Grew up in and around Glasgow, ended up gang fighting, has been in prison, and has now changed his life around. He is now a musician. He's a comedian, a sketch writer, and an all-right round good guy. He is one of the realest people I've ever met. So welcome to the GHOSTCAST, Hawaii Fivo. You fucking look now.
So here he is, Jordan Patterson, Hawaii Fivo. Would you prefer? Jordan Robertson, the real name. What, mate? Fucking hell, Jordan Patterson. What the fuck? I was reading the joke to that there, I just got been serious. I know. Fucking there's the first loop of the show anyway. But Hawaii Fivo. Fivo's that's my stage name, and it's less confusing. I'll call you Susan if it makes it happen. Nah, mate, call me fucking whatever you want, mate. Call me whatever you want as long as it's legal. If it's illegal, mate. But aye, mate. Welcome to the GHOSTCAST. Finally here, mate. Finally here. It's been a fucking long time coming. I remember when we were on Premeditated, when I was on your show, Premeditated, but fucking hard for me to say that. I mumble too much. I know, man. It's too much mouthful. I know, man. It's too many syllables. See, when I say to people, I'm like, it's pretty easy to remember. In my head, this one's patter, and then you can, premeditated patter, premeditated murder, except patter. But I should have just called it fucking something easier. It was Affit. We used to call it Affit. Affit. You remember Affit? But that's a lie. I know. Fuck, I was Affit for 2 weeks, fuck's sake. I was Affit for the thing to edited, fuck's sake, you know what I mean? But since then, I think I actually mentioned it on the show, saying that I was wanting to do this myself, wanted to start this myself. And that must have been about fucking 2 years ago. I was a fair bit of time ago, man. I think it was no less than he fought in the Hydro. I remember it was weird because I remember if you watched that card, I remember this before I knew you, and it was weird. I just found it weird. I watched a guy fighting in the Hydro, and then he ended up in my fucking next room doing a podcast. I found quite bizarre. I know. And then I ended up in mates and stuff. I know. I ended up in your spare room, man. It's funny how we end up in people's spare rooms, I know. So lovely if you end up in your pals. It's usually a kitchen with your nose over. You're in the spare room. If the boss coming the door, like, you don't jump in there, don't make any noise, I'll get you to talk. Well, I've been there too many times. But aye, so let's start. Tell me some of your stories. Let's talk about you growing up. So I come from Cardonald, which is not too far from here, man. I grew up there pretty much, man. But I had a pretty normal childhood, man. My own dad split up, fucking obviously single mom, that stressed at a box. Usually that's going on. Aye, standard, man. Single moms come hand in hand between a typical Glaswegian. I should know, I've got half of them in my DMs. It's character building. That's exactly that. You're meant to have wings and then split up with a dad to build character in them. That's exactly it. They obviously must have planned that just before they fucking were two money bastards that just collided in that pure campaign of moaningness and then split up. But I ended up with my mom, me and my sister, and I stayed in the more sites. That's just along here. It's a very affluent housing area in Upper Cardonald. It's a shithole. It's a shithole, but it's better now. It's better looking now. It's got a swing park with no swings in it, but it's better. Know what I mean? It's a swing park that's not covered in benches. But I went back, didn't I? Because I'm for Yoker, right? Now Yoker is the that's the arsehole of Glasgow. No, I mean,
I'm
looking for yoga. I would do the yoga, and I would do, and I was actually quite gentrified. I realised that every second, but it's now every fourth one day is boarded up. But it used to be every second one day was all boarded up.
really?
Fucking hell, man. You know, the money getting booked at the yoga.
That's exactly it. The name must be working again, fuck's sake.
Fucking the scheme was out then TikTok videos, no stabbing each other. It's fucking mental, man.
My sister wants to yoga.
Aye.
Charlene Tyrrell, her name is. You cunt knows her. Every cunt I've asked a yoga club back, nobody knows her. Even cunts. Well, she's like, as my cousin, and like, I don't know. I think she just moved here. They must have just forgotten about her. I think she maybe like forgot her roots and forgot when they moved to like posh Cardonald. Obviously, compared to yoga, that's probably like, that's probably me moving to New Merns.
I know. But I so Cardonald, you grew up in Cardonald, fucking.
Aye, so basically, I was pretty average, man. I was a wee geek at school, man. I was pure focus, like, right. I like to do good study and all that, man. Pure, get back. You used to pure race to fucking finish my work first and gas.
After that far away as well.
Aye, how quickly it changes, man. When the pendulum swings back up, there's a shitload of momentum on it.
Aye.
But aye, that was my thing, and plus my mum was pure overprotective, so she wouldn't really let us go out and hang about. Which was to her credit, obviously, if you didn't want me kicking about stabbing cunts, know what I mean? Obviously, that would come later. But obviously, she didn't want us to hang about with the gangs, and because you're up there, it's just a set of flats, you know, it's like, you've got your scheme young team, then you've got your flash young team, and the flash young team's a much more condensed affair because it's literally a stretch of fucking road. So he's literally, it takes you like a minute to walk from one end to the other. So naturally, you're going to be kicking about with them. There's no many groups of cunts to hang about with. You're going to be kicking about with them. And so I just kind of stuck in at school and that kind of thing. Then I get into when in secondary school, I went to Lourdes, which was much closer to my house than my primary school was. And I just got into second year and I just went like that. That way you're through puberty, you care about people hanging about you, and that way, well, in primary school you can get away with being a geek, in secondary you get slaughtered for it. And I didn't like getting slaughtered once upon a time, believe it or not.
I just came in at my end as a proper dick.
Really?
And high school.
When you stepped in, it was just like a shit.
Do you know what it was as well? I thought it was a pure ticket because I've actually got problems with it now because of it, because I grew so fast. I left primary school about 5'8" in height.
I thought you'd been 5 or 8 year old.
Sheldon, I was a promising fucking student, man. I'd brought Sheldon for the better upbringing.
Oh, really?
I went for 5'8" in height, right? Over a summer, I went into first year at 6'1", right? I was fucking crazy.
Tell about that.
Sweet bomb with steroids, mate.
No, where's your feet smell?
I just grew. All my clothes had to get flung out. My shoes, and none fitted me.
Right.
It was mental. It just ended up fucking huge. But I'm like that. I'm fucking massive. Everybody else, my family's all here. I'm floating about. I'm the man. So I just went in, and that added to me being a wee ticket. I've always been a wee fucking fanny, annoying man. My mom first, and then my dad, my gran and granda who ended up living with me. I was about 8. I just annoyed the life out of people. I was never away in school. I always kept that away in school, and I'm going to study. I'm going to develop myself. And I wrote to secondary school. Behind the big guy, I'm my fucking ticket. So I started slating every cunt, swagging every cunt. That was my downfall. One was getting big. As soon as I get big, I'm invincible.
You're too big for your boots. You think the ADHD played a part in it?
Big part. I wasn't diagnosed till I was 23.
But so was
diagnosed. But it was it doesn't make a difference.
No difference. You get diagnosed like I did you diagnosed and you're pregnant?
But nobody knew before. So now people accept.
I know, but of course you need. But that's why. Because was it a conscious decision?
I don't think
when you went to secondary, did you walk in like I'm in secondary school? There's birds in that here. There's a lot of people. It changes. Secondary school gets serious. The much they say the best days of your life. Primary school was you're young, carefree. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Secondary gets you. You're immediately, you need to pick a side and study. And I went in and I hung about with cunts. Well, good cunts, know what I mean? But I used to get it tight half cunts. But because I was tall, I know I stood out. And if you stand out, you're a target. But I was quite placid. Because I wasn't used to bucking cunts try to slaughter us or cunts try to fight me. I wasn't used to that. I was quite sheltered. But that kind of thing, so I get really, when first year I was kind of like, what? Get me to fuck out of here. Then you obviously can't leave, so you kind of need to adapt, and I just adapted to becoming a fast clown.
Well, that's what I was. I don't mean ticket as in I was fighting with people. I was such a bizarre character in school. I was like, all my pals, still pals with them now, were the popular group. I was all pals, but I wouldn't be with them all the time. Like sometimes I'd just pick some of the kind of geekier boys and the boy was got special needs and stuff, and I just went, "I'm go to lunch," as if I was doing him a favour. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go to lunch, but I just always fucking I ended up pals with everybody all the time. I was just pals with everybody. But usually, if you're a friend to everybody, you're in it yourself. But it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. I was fucking just loving life and just being happy with everybody.
Just socialising.
Aye, but everybody liked me because I was funny and because I was in class and I was battering up with teachers and fucking stupid shit, fucking setting fire to bins and shit in the class.
Enemy of the village.
Stupid shit, man. And but I ended up being pals with everybody. But I was just a fanny.
I was the same because when I go to the secondary, I was like, but it was a weird thing. It was pure. I want people to find me funny. Plus, I would do that shit. I would come in, see, because in the first year I never did any punching exercises. I didn't know what a punny was, and people said a punny, what the fuck's that? And there was a punishing exercise, and I was like, right. And then, because I was one accepted, so I'm becoming a class clown going into second year, I hadn't had no punching exercises. So I would do shit intentionally to get them. So modern studies, if you don't bring in your folder, you get a punching exercise. So I'd come in my folder and say I didn't have it to get one. So I thought, I got a punny and all that. Yeah, but so kids would think, right, he's alright. That was it, and then it just started and it spiraled. And I like that acceptance because people suddenly, they didn't talk to me before, that when they be seen talking to me, started talking to me, I started giving me the time. And it was like external validation. It's a self-esteem issue because you're thinking, oh, I'm not enough, I'm invisible here. And I don't know if, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD. I've went to get diagnosed in the country to tell, so that's a good sign. But when the professionals, they say, listen, you're on the spectrum, you're borderline, you're no fault one. But part of me thinks maybe, is that a thing? Is that partly maybe I wanted my attention? Because I've always kind of wanted attention. I think we all do to a degree, but wanted some form of attention, whether it's after your spouse, or after your parents, or after the general public, which is fucking me and probably you as well. No, I mean, you like that thing as well, man. So I think when you go to secondary, because primary school, you're in the same class all the way, so you kind of get to know them all. Whereas when you get to secondary, it's a full new group of people with all different schemes, and it's so much larger. Then puberty comes into it, and you start to take notice of birds and that. So I think it plays a big part of that. Not
no, 100%, mate. No, I agree with you. So it's just, I think just some people are different, not because I know loads of people went to school just introverted. We're just very extroverted people. And I think, I know you've said, like, you've said in the past about ADHD, this way ADHD, when I genuinely think, see, just for talking to you, the way you hyper focus on things, like for example, like, you're now going to be fighting, you're now going to be boxing, because you come under a session and I can fucking do this, I want to do this, and you're in the gym every day. You're fucking in the gym, I mean, it's my job. But you hyper focus on things, and I think it's a fucking superpower. Because people can't do it. Maybe a handicap, technically. ADHD, it's a neurodeficiency. It's not a fucking deficiency. Same as autism, it's a superpower. I think because you can focus on different things that normal people can't focus. Normal people can't focus. I don't know what fucking normal is now.
Fucking boring bastards.
I don't know what normal is.
Normal's boring in my eyes, but see, plus as well, because see, I think the deficit part comes when you hyper focus, but you're a deficit to everything else. But it's like, why the fuck would you know what I hyper focus on something you're passionate about? You're going to want to get your full focus, because if you're half in, half out, you're going to get a half in, half out result. And plus with the gym, I don't go to the gym for my physical health or nothing. I go for my mental health, because I go to the gym as part of, right, I'm going to go because after I'm going to feel dynamite. If I feel dynamite, I'm more likely to do a video, I'm more likely to write tunes, and it clears up a blockage. See, if I don't go to the gym, it's like a block in my head. I can't function. It's just mentally, physically, I just shite. Going to the gym, man, it's just, it lifts like a weight out of my mind. And you're probably the same as well. I always go into things all through my life. When I was young, I always felt like snack could be great at something. I felt and just had this deep thing. I don't know if everybody feels it, but me, I know especially I had it. But I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Yeah, you're built for something better.
But I didn't know what. So every time I got into boxing when I was like 15, I was like, this is it. I watched Rocky, and I was like, I'm going to get into boxing. I was like, this is the thing, I'm going to be fucking champion. I done it for like a year, and then a fucking night I took too many sore faces, and rather than stick it out and get better, I went, fuck this. Because I would go in, ego was fucking played such a part. I would go in being tall. Natural thing they'd say, use your reach, get in the bay. I would watch Mike Tyson videos. Mike Tyson being a small heavyweight, he's getting under because That means he's fighting larger heavyweights, so naturally he's going to need to duck and move. So I was getting in against kids who were smaller than me and trying to duck. So, but when I was ducking, they were, I was in line, so I was getting punched in the face, and I was like, how the fuck just working? The coaches and that, they were like, you need to use your reach, stop fucking dancing about. And I wouldn't listen, and then I just, the lost patience ways, and then I lost patience with it, and I went like, these cunts are teaching me nothing. Obviously pure ego, then left it, but I always did want to get a fight. So see, when I found myself back in it, and I'm like, in boxing, it's like, I've been bodybuilding for fucking since I was 15. Now I'm at a point it's like, I've reached a pure plateau. I go into the gym, I get through the motions. That's it, I can go in and I can go in no well and do a workout in there, but see, when I go in there with the boxing gym and cannot that, man, I'm putting my paces, I've got somebody coaching me, and I'm leaving it, I'm never leaving there, but that's a shite workout. I'm always pushed in.
It's always different as well.
Yeah,
always different. But you'll find that as we've seen you start sparring, you'll find that as well. It's always different. You can feel great and go in there and have a shite spar. You can feel it's shit and go in there and have the best spar of your life.
That's it.
It's always changing. It's always different. It's like it's human chess. That's the way I see boxing. You know what I mean? You could be fucking, I don't know what chess players say. Full of brain steroids. I don't know. You know what I mean? I thought Adderall to be playing chess and have the worst game of your life because you focus too much on one thing and you lose something else. But it's just one of the things, mate. That's why I love it so much, because they're going to the mental challenge, nothing to do with the physical side. Because for a long time I didn't take care of myself on the physical side, you know what I mean? But I used it mentally, and I would bring myself back a level to make it harder, as in to make it a harder challenge for me to overcome. Because at one point I was, when I made cruiserweight, I was flying fit as fuck. Nobody could touch me. Somebody in the country sparring with somebody for my best cruiserweights about. Nobody was touching me. Nobody was getting near me. And I actually go to it's a self-loathing thing. I was like, I'm too good. I'm too good for this. I shouldn't be too good for anything. I'm a scumbag for the scheme. I shouldn't be as good as what I'm at this. So then I started fucking going out and drinking and doing the same thing. Then the sparks were a bit more even. And then I started just lowering myself, so I had to think about it more. I wasn't just second nature. Because that's the way I was. It was just second nature. I'm not playing with muscle memory. And then I'm getting bored.
Just kind of like the John Jones effect. He used to say, go out and get fucking right on it the week before the fight, because then if he lost, he had a reason, but he never did lose, or never lose according to the...
I'm going to say there is a fly in here that is annoying both of us. He's no good Tourette's. That's not why he's saying this.
I know.
He's flying in front.
Fucking coffee flying.
Fucking wax on, wax off. It's up there in the hole, man. It's just one about it.
Surely they'll see it, know what I mean? Surely go to see it, man. Fucking should they get to fly a mic?
I fucking took out this podcast.
Boxing, you with any questions?
No, man.
But see when you say
Instagram.
See when you say like you felt you were at that point where that self-loathing came in, where you kind of dialed yourself back a notch. Does that still play a part to the day? Or have you realised that, identified it?
No, because I wasted my talent that much. I ended up shite. I became shite.
Right.
I was flying. I was fucking... Like, papers not right after me, and fucking different people want to sponsor me, and I was getting big deals, and fuck, what's the way I've abused my body that much? I struggled with fucking 10 rounds in it. I could have done 20 flying, woke up, done it, just fucking easy, bomb, just get away with it, and I was fine. And then there's something about that I fucking love. There's something about that I love, that I'm no Superman anymore, I'm invincible. The fact that I see, normally if somebody gets knocked out, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I never get knocked out. I cowered away and fucking, which I hate was my natural reaction, but that last fight, hit my eye, and I could see 3 out of that eye. My pupil went oblong. I actually wanted to fucking inspect that after, because I thought it was serious. Right, it's fine now, I just can't see as well, do you know what I mean? It's parts of the game. But there's something about the fact that now I know I'm no Superman. Because that's what everybody would batter me with, fucking everything. David Price, fucking Dillian White, Daniel Dubois, Martin Bacoli, some of the best in the world. They've smashed my face a bit, and I just stand and fucking smile and keep going. But seeing the fact that went down, it adds another layer to me. It's like, maybe I'm not invincible. Maybe I can be knocked out, so I'm going to need to pay attention now, right, properly. You know what I mean? So it just added a wee bit of spice, the fact that, because I've always just had the hardest chin, fucking, a lot of people say I've got the hardest chin in boxing. Right. I was just the toughest cunt about. Might not be the best, but I'm the toughest cunt about. But now I've got that side that's not there anymore. And there's a risk of me getting knocked out. There's a risk of me getting fucking embarrassed. I like it more now. I'm more in tune with it. I'm more enjoying it because I know if I don't do this, I'm going to get fucking embarrassed. You know what I mean? I don't need to pull myself back now, so I can just train like fuck now. Because no, I need to train like fuck. I can't just get away with being tough as fuck.
So, were you doing that up until that last fight?
Well, that's that last fight. I trained for that last fight. I trained hard for that.
So,
last
do you think
fight.
this as well? Because it's your defeats you learn, your mistakes and mistakes and that, and do you think this will make you, if not a better boxer, make you better at your training? Or put in a bit more? Because you know, listen, I can get beat, I'm not invincible.
And I really feel sorry for the next one I'm fighting, Mike, because I'm quite fucking.
When you fighting again?
2nd of September, I'm fighting.
2nd of September.
Before yours. You 16th of September.
16th of September. So you so my manager, man. I don't even know my dates.
I can't wait to come years and get my fucking box back to the west on night.
You can jump.
I'll be jumping in the ring. I'll be fucking. I want you.
I want you.
Yeah,
we can build it. We can build the fucking the celebrity fucking boxing, man.
Well, I do the TikTok boxing on it.
I've seen TikTok now.
Well, that's been TikTok, mate, and I'm basically a fucking star now. I think I've got 39 followers.
Somebody comes on TikTok as if it's like they're on the map or still ask me on TikTok. No, man, ask me Stampy.
TikTok.
You got me on that TikTok, you go on that Instagram for years. I've got me up and just moved on to TikTok. That's a bit more stable.
I fucking hate it, man. I'm going to find a 9-year-old to explain how to work it.
Oh, I mean, it's see it first. I downloaded it, deleted it so many times before I actually used it, man. See for the things you use it for, there's a lot of features on it, but you only really use the same ones. The green screen, I use that like fuck. And that's it really. I only really use the green screen, I don't even use it all the time. And you start to get it, see once you get to know it, it's fun. Because it's different and see the algorithm, it's insane, it pushes you to fucking every country of the world, mate. See, since I use TikTok, that's where I've fucking been getting recognised most. That's where the main thing, because like Facebook kind of pushes you to like just a wee bit outside your friend circle. Instagram's your followers and that, but TikTok's like fucking every country. There's cunts like mad random cunts and all that, man. So TikTok's the way to go.
I know. I don't even know what we started that conversation.
It's all about because I go into like being at school because I was taught about you said you can have that tectonic shift in your life.
That's fucking, but see, APIs are bad for that and just gonna have some tangents.
That's where you go.
That's what you want. That's what you wanted my natural conversations to do.
You deviate for the recipe, mate. That's where you develop the formula.
That's creativity, is what that
That's exactly it is.
It's so ADHD, I'm creative.
Exactly, mate. People that get ADHD are creative. And I to myself as well, man. I'm like, right. What's the flip side to that? Would I have been, because I can't stick hold a job, but a 95 job, I can't. I'm at the job I'm in the news 4 on 4 off. I've been there 10 months, and it's purely because my boss is heavy sound. If it was anything else, I'd have been sacked. I'm shite at the job because I work in a student accommodation, right? So when I work there, I'm 12-hour shifts, but fuck all happens most of the time. So I take my laptop in, edit my podcast, I'll maybe edit a music video. Well, mate, I'll do something creative, take my guitar in. I'll do anything but the actual fucking work I'm trying to do. But I get away with it. I'm like, man, if this is because I'm constantly. There's cunts that are starting later than me that know the job better than me, man, but my boss is heavy sound about it. But I look at that like, but would I rather be one of these cunts that can hold a job in the shipyards, 90 fucking 5, whatever it is, for 40 years? Fuck that. The thought of that fucking depresses me, you know what I mean? That
actually scares me anyway. You know what I mean?
That's shudders, man, because I think to myself, fucking, that odd wee thought, and it's like, when I go by a building site, or let's see the gym I go to, the sanctuary, check out the sanctuary. Across the road there was a scaffolding there, and it was the old company I used to work for doing the scaffolding. Every time I see, I've got PTSD looking at that. Really, it's like every time I see it, I'm like, fuck, she just thought I could back in the building site of that, and I don't need to do it. I don't need, because in my head I'm like, I'm going to find them back there. I'm like, you don't need to get back to a building site, because when I first started working in that, come for the schemes and sort of get yourself a trade, or get some shit like that. So always in that building site, because it's easy money. You don't really need much qualifications unless you get a trade, but initially you can fucking, if you don't get a trade, you can become a scaffolder in like 2 years. So you find a lot of kids having really go qualifications become scaffolders because it's the easiest fucking thing you get. You just need to get a start, but it's just that, man. See cunts today, I see cunts got a building sites that I can be late in the morning to work, and I'm seeing cunts got to work with the living, the pure beat up van, the pure bogging inside, the fucking, the living is still up pure fucking 12 o'clock shadow, and I'm like, fuck that, man. You're looking at it.
No.
The fair play country can do it, you know what I mean? It's like you're a stronger cunt than me, man. I'm working it. You're getting up and got a job. I hope you like it. If you hear it, then you're stronger than me. But if you hear it, get the fuck out of there, man.
That's that, mate. You know, but this is a point I make to anybody that talks about my religion, because I just can't believe in it. I don't believe in it. But I'm not religious, right? So a lot of people that are religious, it was just when you were talking about that it made me think, right? Because you've only got a wee speck of existence. There's only a wee bit of this life that you get to live. And in comparison to how long we've fucking been around, we'll fucking live to, I'll live to 25, well, 26. You know what I mean? I'm 25 now, I'll live to 26 if I'm lucky.
You lived it yesterday.
But we're only going to live fucking 70 years there. And I always be nice to people because you've not got that amount of time. But see, if you're wasting that time that you've got on this planet, the chances of you existing are trillions to one. You know what I mean? There's more people who have never existed than what will have existed. You know what I mean? Trillions to the time, trillions to the one. So it's fucking crazy. Like, people spend their time and they want to go, they live for it. I want to go at 95. I want to get up, and I want to fucking wrangle this one, rewire this, and I want to do that. Obviously, you need people to do those jobs. People need to do those jobs that will only function. But see, if you're not happy doing it, somebody will be. I just don't get anybody that is happy doing it.
Totally, man. Totally.
I mean, I don't get it, but it's because you yourself, you're a creative person. You think you're meant for something different. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're just a pair of fannies. Maybe we're just fucking idiots.
Creative fanny.
Maybe we're just fucking idiots and we're wasting the time here because we could have done something that was more meaningful. But I would rather put a smile on somebody's face than fucking declog a toilet. You know what I mean?
I know, totally, man. But it's plus as well, see, because you see a lot of people take life for granted. They think they're going to be here forever. And with us, as we see, you think you're going to be alive forever. Not except life comes to an end. But I don't think they truly realise it until it's at the end. And just because people might live to 70, how do you know? You can be on it. You don't know that. Like, people die. Like,
you're saying about having more.
Exactly, mate. And people don't take that for granted. Plus, as well, people are too caught up in like the survival aspect, because it's all about. Obviously, you're not dabbling you up. They want you to be secure. They want you to be stable and that, man. They don't want to see you going homeless or going poor or whatever. But people get caught up in that, right? I need to get a base, I need to get a house, I need to pay for the house, right? I need to get something quick. And fair dues, but people get caught up in this, and a lot of people see, a lot of the older generation say, we need to get a mortgage. Get yourself a mortgage, you only pay like £300 a month. And I'm like, that's a fucking burden to me. I can't believe. I'm constantly got that bill. If I miss one payment, I can get the house taken off me. Plus as well, you're working to pay it. I remember I was in the jail and I was talking to a screw, and he says, I retire next year. He's like, next year the mortgage will be paid off, and so I'll get my house. And I'm like, you work fucking like 30 years just to sit in a house you own? But you're retired. Like, no, it sounds bad. How long have you left to actually spend in that house? Plus as well, windows get smashed, fucking boiler rings, and you're paying for all that your shit yourself. I think it's like, people don't realise it. It's like, they're working just to have a wee something in the last few days. If you're lucky to make it to then, when life is pretty much fucking over anyway, it's like the best days of your life are over. Don't get me wrong, you have some great days when you're old, but this is where it's at. And it's like, plus as well, you know what you're doing. I know, for me personally, see what I'm doing, I know it's right because it feels right inside. There's no part of me, it's like, I'm not questioning myself. And the amount of work I put into it, and unpaid work, which I don't even consider that. I don't go, this is unpaid. I just do it because I get something that's worth more than money. That's when I know I'm the right path. You probably feel yourself the boxing in that, because you're still stuck in. You know what I mean? There's a part there like, you could have probably went somewhere else, but you're like, no, you stuck it, and that's for a reason.
Well, see with footboxing as well, I wouldn't have been able to afford to build all this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been able to afford to do this shit because you do need something to pay the bills, but you'd rather do something that pays the bills that you fucking enjoy doing.
Exactly, and it can be done. I think people get trapped in this thing where it's as if it's in Scotland especially, man, because there's not really much of a creative industry up here. It's much in the sense where you look at England, London, or if you look at America and that kind of thing. So you can be like that. You can be quite fucking pessimistic about it. Like, right, I want to get a job, and plus as well, people want to go on holiday. They want to afford the nice things. They don't realise, see, like, the kind of stuff we're doing, or going into the podcast. At the start, initially, there's no great money in it right away. Fair dues, you need to pay for houses and that, man. But people, to get the things you really, the great things in life, you need to sacrifice a lot.
No.
And obviously, you know, being a boxer, you fucking sacrifice quite a lot. You know what I mean? So it's just understand sacrifice is a part of life to get what you want.
I used to sacrifice my night suit, and I used to sacrifice it.
Fuck, say a long time ago.
A long time ago, aye. That was pretty much between the age of 0 and 13. I sacrificed the drinking, the drugs.
I also played that.
Aye. Well, that was it, mate. I had to play catch up. Well, I've been alive 25 years, and I've only consumed about 10 years worth of coke. That's not right.
Yeah, pose the ratios are balancing the cellar there.
But no, fuck, well, talk about coke, you've had some fucking crazy stories on coke, yeah?
Aye, man, I used to love a good party, man. Half of my content and the stuff was all about gear. See, I went back through my Facebook. I went and deleted a lot of shit off my personal Facebook. I sat and work for about 8. That's what I did. I went through my Facebook and just deleted a lot of questionable shit. And I was like, and see, just going back through it, man. I'm like, honestly, I just saw half the shit. I used to think my part was brilliant. Because the majority I just wrote shit when I was out, man, on a binge. And it was about 90% was just about gear. And it wasn't even tasteful to the point. The gear was obviously tasteful, but the pattern wasn't, you know what I mean? But that way you just, like, again, out my fucking butt. Straight stuff. That was funny as fuck on Facebook. But I had some fucking. I used to be fucking. I can't remember how I started taking it. I just remember I used to drink without it, and then I couldn't drink without it. I don't remember the sesh that led me on it. I remember a couple fucking sniffing in that, man, and I grabbed a console with days a night out, and I'm like, fucking. I used to feel reminiscent that. Like after when I was on like 4-day binges, through fucking dropping on it.
When I started, man, first time was a Caroline, and then she just, it makes me feel normal, but see with the ADHD, see where it, most people take a line and they'll be up and be fucking, talking to each other, telling fucking mad stories that don't exist, and just talking absolute shite. Whereas with me, I would tell it as if I was stoned. So is that like most people that puff get stoned and they're fucking,
fuck's sake, man.
You fucking did.
I got you.
Fucking couldn't get.
I just want to want to see in your ear.
But it used to make me chill out and make me feel normal, which stopped the heat to fucking rushing, and that was why I loved it so much and I kept going with it. But I found different ways to combat that now because I identified that problem. By the time I was just happy, I was selling it. Right. So I had it there. I was just happy, fucking just doing that. All my problems go away. I can continue on a day, just fucking dived in, punted to something else, and then. But at one point, I thought I was just helping people begin them. I didn't realise that I ruins everybody else's life because it was making me feel normal. But until it ruined mine, that's exactly
that's a template to addiction because it's when it. But I say the perfect addict, quote unquote, is see like an introvert that drinks. I'll take it here, and it makes them come out their shell. I was kind of like that. When I first started drinking, it made me come out their shell a bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm quite out there, but it made me more sociable because I wasn't really sociable with a lot of people. And then it made me, I wasn't really social, it made me feel accepted. When I started drinking, when I had, the first thing I had was a 2 litre of fucking Pulse. When I was like 14, I was paralytic, and she kept kids waking up, kids were sawing in my neck and all that. But the second time I drank, it was like a bottle of Bucky, a year later, and I felt I was accepted. Because it was like, kids, oh, you're funny and all that, and kids, it just, they naturally love at me.
It goes back to that class clown thing. You feel like you need to drink because everybody else will accept you, everybody else is drinking, so everybody else will be happy with you. And you feel it's all about being accepted all the time. Which is, it comes to fucking, I think sometimes comes to being, you only an only child, I wasn't an only child, but it comes to being a lonely child. I totally see with the fact that you weren't allowed, I never had a great upbringing at all. Can hear about it on 2 minutes.
Yeah, check it out, man.
But fucking, you feel alone in yourself, you know, and obviously you're not being allowed to when you were younger, because I know your sister and your brother are really old.
Older than you. My sister's the closest to me in age, and she's about 10 years older than me. Not 10, I'm fucking less. Nearly 10, I'm fucking killing that.
See, even if your brother was 10 years older, it's alright, because you can still go on the boy who's 10 years older. See, with women it's different, you can't find that that kind of that pally connection, we can slag each other.
Plus with her, she could go quite a lot, whereas I couldn't really go feel it.
So because she was older,
so there was that kind of disconnect.
Comes with feeling lonely, I think, that you need that acceptance of everybody. You need everybody to like you. Everybody must like me. That's why I do all this shit. That's why I'm so fucking loud at press store. I need people to like me. If people don't like me, then I'm lonely again. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it comes for me. But By getting back to the gear, if I never come off the gear, I'd definitely been in jail for doing something stupid. Not for doing it in serious, not for hurting anybody or anything like that, for doing something stupid. Fucking, well, I show up in the fucking Duke of Wellington trying to get people to see something stupid, something funny. Again, that people would laugh at and accept me. You know, that's what I would be.
Totally, man.
I'd probably met you there.
No doubt, mate, no doubt. It's happened. Every fucking sentence I've done has been connected to gear. So I've connected to me even full gear doing stupid shit. That was thing. It took a long while for the penny to drop for that. And it kind of dawned me. I was like, fuck's sake. Every time I've done a joke, because it's, as I say, it makes the abnormal seem normal. It's actually a prone to doing daft shit that I would normally do. That I would say things to people. I fell out with so many people just the way I've acted, but on here, and don't get me wrong, but at the start, even for the start, man, it makes you it eliminates that barrier where you think, nah, that's a boundary. It just eliminates boundaries.
Yeah.
But you think, oh, it's funny and all, I think it's all brilliant, but there's actually no, people don't take it that way, especially.
No,
you start abusing it, you just start like a pure dick, which I was doing, man. And even now, I can notice, let's see, but I've been off a gear for a while, and I take gear, I'll just notice right away a change in me. I'm just a lot more irritable with that, a lot less patient with people. See, if I sniff a line now, I want to get fucked to cunts and go and sit and sniff myself. And I'm like, it's like, where's the enjoyment in that? Me sitting in a room sniffing myself with the tunes turned down to one, I'm listening to me. Guess there's any cunt in the door.
I'll put one out.
What is that taxi then?
What is a taxi? I'm fed up your stories here, you don't like. Bye. No, because, well, fuck. See, the thing is, you've said on different podcasts and spoke about it before the first time you were taking gear and you ended up in jail after it. People don't fucking realise it. So everybody's out the weekend. I was looking at statistics that said the average cocaine consumer in Glasgow takes 3.5 a weekend. But like that's a gram, right? So that's an average. I've probably made that average size to 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? And there's people who'll take one, but that's fucking scary. That's probably why your content about the cocaine done so well, because everybody resonates with it. You realise that as you become an adult, a lot more fucking people take cocaine than the thing.
Exactly, but it's as well, you think it's a worldwide thing, it's not really the case in Scotland, Scotland got Glasgow especially got a massive problem with it. But if you go to like other places, like there's pockets of people in Scotland, Glasgow and that haven't really took gear maybe because they fucking, I would say the posher area, but even they live a sniff. But
no, the fucking posher one, so when I was sharing it, the posh areas, Bears, Denniable, guys, that's the places I would be in mess.
Really?
And that's the ones that end up on the smack and all that, but because their hard side of life was fucking, my hard side of life was I was in an orphanage in the Caribbean. Do you know what I mean? Their hard side of life was they get smacked once for a maid. You know what I mean? I don't
I was traumatised. That was unavailable because he was a man.
Unavailable. He only gave an allowance of 10 grand a week.
He only got me one Bentley for my birthday.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, he's lying.
There was 1 year it took us on 2 holidays instead of 4.
Oh, he's a penny.
But that's always the part of them. But they fucking take it, man.
It's trauma, but it's trauma because it's that acceptance thing. You're not getting accepted by your parents. It's a traumatic event. Obviously, it's very, very different to kind of hard shit you might endure in the schemes and such like that, man. But plus as well, is that in the belly side things? If you're getting brought up in a better area, you've got higher expectations for your parents, mate.
Yeah.
So with that comes a level of pressure, then that rebellious nature, because when we're teenagers, I want to do the bell. And you're like, no, you just want to see me do well, fuck you, get like it, you know what I mean?
I know.
Maybe not that twang, but
well, I was.
First time after I like them, that's just shite. I think every cunt does. I can't remember the first time. I've never heard anyone going like that. It was dynamite. No,
when I started in line, there was none of the cunts of it. It was all the props in. Was there because of the situation with the Benz and all that? Which I know about now. I don't know about the time. When I was in some fucking 14-year-old like that. Oh, you can't get Benz anywhere. It's illegal. But I know that's why it is now, because I hear people talking about it.
Because it get criminalised.
So prop I took. But see, the first line I took prop, and I just went, oh my God, I could see the world clearer. My head slowed down. I wasn't fucking. That made me feel fucking amazing, and it wasn't amazing in the sense like, oh, I'm fucking buzzing. It was amazing in the sense of normal. I feel normal.
Yeah, you feel normal.
What normal I thought was to other people. I was like, I feel fucking clear. There's no fucking loud voices in my head. There's no conflicting thoughts. I get fucking annoying the light. There was none of that, and that was what really buzzed me about. is why I kept going and kept going.
Because that's what happens to every kind of addicted to it, man.
See, I'm quite fucking fidgety and stuff when I talk to that now. But caffeine does it. But caffeine's like fucking. It's nothing.
It's like Kinso.
Nothing in comparison. It's like Kinso. You know what I mean? But it's but that's what it done for me. It made me feel normal.
Aye, that's how you find people fall into like addiction, man. Because it applies to any kind of drug, and it makes you feel normal.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, then you're fucked because you're going to want to feel normal, especially if you get low self-esteem and you think you feel isolated, that loneliness and that kind of thing, and you're like, oh, listening to me exactly. Plus, in Scotland, if you want to find a group of pals, going to a pub with about a year, you'll get fucking pals.
Oh, you'll get
anywhere.
Like pals will be fucking in somebody's one of their kitchens at 4 in the morning, cooking slice Thai beef for the weekend.
You end up blood brothers in the space of 12 hours, know what I mean?
Yeah. That's just a good idea. We are blood brothers.
Aye.
What we should name again?
And you end up getting that. That's another thing I noticed as well when I fucking started to get bad and you end up on it with some cunt and they'd be like, get in the next day and sniffing gear, then you've been wearing a cunt for like 2 days and you're like, who the fuck is that? Who is this? You just kind of make it their face and then you think you're in a house with more people. And I used to get that and I didn't realise obviously it must have been psychosis starting. I never really got bad psychosis for the gear. I did obviously get that way where I'd be sitting with cunts and then I didn't know who they were. But
see, I got it with the sleep deprivation. I done 12 days one time in the elegant section after it.
Really?
Aye. Bad.
Right.
12 it was me and my girlfriend about I basically I had what it get called to me was pain syndrome, and that's a good alien term for it. So I thought the whole world was a simulation, or not a simulation, but it was all an act, and I was the main character. So I was taking gambles on my life. So if I'm the main character, by the way, there's never ever proven wrong. Just to be clear here, right? Taking gambles on my life. I drove to the right side of the motorway once.
Oh yeah, how long did this span over 12 days?
No?
Did this span over this 12 days, this tuning syndrome, or did it?
No, this was for a long time.
Oh really?
That was one of the things I tried to do, but I'm going to see how long I can stay awake before I just crash, fall in the gear. 3 different sets of pals all on it for like fucking 3 days. I was a couple of days just sit myself, just watch the telly, fucking. No, I mean Jeremy Kyle and no, it was Jeremy Kyle. Old Trisha reruns, all that kind of shit. At the end there, I was like, I still can't sleep. I was like, I must be the main character because if I wasn't, I'd be dead. So I got 38 Codamol. 36 Codamol was 3 sleeves of 12 I had left because I got them, but I went out my spine, right? And I can't take the medication because I'm too young for it. So they just give me Codamol to deal with the pain. I don't take them anymore. I don't even keep prescribing them anymore. I just fucking pass, so I'm not doing that again. But I did 36 of them. All I done was wake up with a sore head, and I was like, I'm the fucking character here. I would be dead. It's not even real Codamol they gave me. It's not real cocaine. This is all in my head. It's all fucking. But I nearly ended up in section because of that. I started going nuts, talking to people that weren't there, driving about. And it'd be fucking. There was one time I was driving and I was going to get a mixer because I would just drive mad with it. I don't even know what license anymore. I don't drive. But I didn't even car anymore. But I was going to get mixer. Right. We were on the house and ran out of mixer. You know what I mean? There's all the booze there. I went up to the house, down, up and I'm sat in the car park. Bose van beside me, and I've turned around and I'm talking to him. Because I always used to wear a working gear when I was out hunting gear. Right. High vis and all that. That was my cover. Oh, I always did if I was out working on the roads. Wow, long shift, man. I'm barely even started, man. I'm getting on. I was talking to this guy. Once I came out the shop, talking to this boss, and then I drove away, looked in the mirror of the van to see if they were following me, watching me. I wasn't even a boss van.
Was it not?
No.
Did I get even in?
No.
What?
No, nobody there. Nobody in the van. It wasn't even a pause van. There's an empty van, like just sitting there. Must have been parked. Must have been in the shop.
Oh, sake.
No.
How did you realise it was empty though? Was it you were driving away?
When I was driving away, I looked back to see because I thought, he's going to follow me here. Was that mad?
And you realised it
just went, oh, fucking hell, Jay.
Was that the first time you'd noticed that?
Aye. That was the first time I'd noticed that. And then I thought, what else have I done? Who else have I spoke to that wasn't there, or what else have I done? And I ended up with myself into like, I'm able to get help, and they all want to section me. They didn't do it. They didn't do it to keep a box license. They fucking done really, really well. Nothing but good things to say about the staff and doctors and stuff in Avondale, because anybody else they would have kept in. They would have just sexted them then and there. But they kept suggesting it to me. And I was like, you're not sexting me, you're sexting me. I was my box size. If I was my box size, I'm just going to end it. And I would say that as a threat. And like, look, I'm not going to section you. We just want to fucking assess you for a bit. I know what that is. I know what that is. Assess me. And then I'm like, that's the fucking bad itself. No chance. Get up for that. But they came out, obviously. They were fucking great doctors and stuff. I was going there once every week, and then I would say once every 2 weeks, and then eventually I just never went back. The reason I never went back, I solved all the problems with psychedelic. Really? Everything.
But this problem in particular? So how did you go about solving it?
So someone, my mate Neil who used to sing there, right. He told me years ago he was really depressed, and somebody gave him mushrooms, and it just went away. Right. He just realised none of these things matter. Then he was worrying about stressing about so much. But so somebody, a bad guy I know, was asking if I would sell mushrooms or if I knew anybody wanted to sell mushrooms. And something just went in my head. I went, well give me some and I'll give them for them to try out the boys, see if people want them. But okay, so he gave me them. Fucking, I don't know anybody sells mushrooms. I'm like, fuck this man, I've took them. I just see, that's why, I don't know if you've seen me weighing in, and when I painted the eye on my hand, and I was standing like this. It was the hydro fight I done that. That was from a trip on mushrooms. That was my first ever trip on mushrooms. I took that one. I didn't know much of the meditation. First time I took it, Pacific Cam night.
First time?
First time, aye.
Which weakness, as they call it.
Aye, but I'm also a big boy, so I still need that ability to go and get put. So, but so basically I was sitting, it was an out of body experience. I was lying down, right, and I floated out my body and looked round, and my body's sitting there like this. My eyes just glowing. There was nothing there, just a big glowing beam, and there was an eye here. And I looked at myself and what I was looking at, and I was looking, it was in there on the wall. There was fucking, it was like 8 rounds, get in the night, right? That's what it was like. So it was just different things going on. And I just, in that moment, I felt mastery. I was everything. I am all. That's what I was saying myself, just repeating, I am all. I am all. And it was bizarre. But I realised in that moment, thinking, like, because you have so many thoughts at once, but they're so calming, and it was that none of this shit matters. Worrying about the money, it doesn't matter. I'll make more money. Worrying about this doesn't matter. Worrying about this doesn't matter. The ego fell. I didn't even become clown after the mushroom. Really?
Was that dissipated, that feeling?
I was like, whatever people think about me, I accepted myself so much, and I try and put them on as many people as I can. And the people that have put them on, I fucking, like, I owe you my life. One of them said that, I was like, well, you don't. I'm helping.
What's your life worth, man? I'll just get you doing for next Friday. You know, I mean, yeah, life for is it?
That's alright. I've always wanted to kill somebody. No, but no, like, I always try and help people, because I think that is the key to your evolution. Mushrooms, or it was the key to your evolution, was the monkeys finding them, or the great apes finding them.
It makes total sense. Yeah. Because I've experimented with mushrooms before and that, and I never went as much as 7 grams marijuana, but I kind of microdosed them, and I felt I took a lot of benefits for that. But see, for me now, because I'm abstinent, I think I took gear in a year.
There we go. I get 10 grand there.
There's a podcast first, Fivo relapses. That's the thing, is like, I've not touched anything else. I think mushrooms is the last thing I took, and that was 7 months ago. And for me, I was having a bit of stress there. I was like, I'll take a wee microdose, and I just took it. And I think it was just in my brain was like, nah, I'm getting off everything. Because I worked out for the past 5 years or something before that. Or like, 5 years or something, I hadn't went along in a couple of weeks without having some kind of substance in me. And I was like, my brain must need a fucking break. So when I done that microdose, it didn't feel good. And I think at that point, I'd had my fun, I'd done everything. The end cases, I've been off everything, man. I felt fucking stupendous.
It's so bizarre that you say that. My brain must need a break. My brain must need a break. from normality. Because you've been off everything so long. When it's something, my brain must be going fucking mental just living there.
No, meaning that was my brain. I hadn't went. So for the past 5 years before that, I hadn't went longer than a couple of weeks without having some substance in it. So I was like, my brain must need a break for that.
Right,
and that was, I obviously, I had that thought long before that, but obviously it never came into fruition. So this point, but as I say, I've been absent for 7 months, man, and my life's just fucking fucking exploded since.
See, that takes something special in somebody as well. Yeah, that's a special human quality that not everybody can do. You should feel so fucking proud of yourself.
Cheers, mate, but it's a long time coming.
Especially because you're his class. You know what I mean? It is fucking mad for me anyway, because it makes me feel normal. It's marvellous fucking drinking, it's marvellous, you feel fucking great. But see, you know how much damage it does to you. I see being able to accept how much damage it does to you and change it and stay away from all the good feelings and the good times. It's just really just fucking an escape to reality. It's fucking hard.
That's the thing. That's the
very
thing.
hard, and it's almost fucking superpower that you've been able to do it so quick and so well. So I admire you for it, because I can't do it.
Well,
I'll still drink here and there, do you know what I mean?
That's the thing, mate. I would still be doing it if I could enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. That's the reason I stopped. If I still enjoyed it, I'd still be doing it. But I couldn't. I stopped. I didn't enjoy getting back to the house for 2 days, fucking sniffing gear and wanking. You know what I mean? I just lost.
I
didn't enjoy it.
I was terrified somebody's going to bust in and just...
I fucking thought that in case anything busts me fucking mid-jaw. But listen, then I was smoking green. I enjoyed that to the point where I thought I was going to lose the rag. And it was just, I fucking felt a lovely on. But I kept putting myself back in there. But I guess it wasn't really my willpower to go happy, because I'm going to recovery. I could still go to meetings and that. They're a 12-step program now, so...
No, but see the meetings and all that, that's all well and good, somebody else telling you to do, but you need to do it.
I know, of course.
You turn up to the meetings fucking every week. You turn up to the meetings every line before you go in. I know. You turn up, but you need to actually do it.
You need to put the work,
you know what I mean? You've done it fucking 7 months.
7 months totally absent, man. But I like that one, the 12-month after gear and the booze, because that's the longest I've done minus fucking been in the jail ever since I started.
But just you mentioned the jail, you were in the jail young.
17.
Right. Oh man. See as well, see for what you've done with yourself and how your image is, and you busting in your music scene and headlining your own show and fucking stuff like that, coming for the jail. Most people go to the jail with a friend.
Aye. I did, to be honest, man.
You should be proud of yourself.
After the third time I learned my lesson.
I am sucking right up your arse here.
I know, man. I like it, but I like
almost slagging myself as well. But aye, so let's talk some about the jail. So how did you first end up in the...
The first time I actually ended up in jail for the first time for a breach of bail conditions. I was gang fighting the day before I had a holiday. I was meant to go to the Dominican Republic with my brother and that. They paid for the holiday. And
orphanages are shite.
Well, I ended up in jail before I went there, man. Nobody saved me. But I ended up going to a gang fight at this big fucking kitchen knife on us. And because I was going away the next day, and the scheme we were fighting with is where I stayed, so it was Sir Donald, but I was thinking about Penalty, so we used to fight with him.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to cover my face, so I got a trachea or something and tied it around my head. So it was like a fucking cupping or something in it. Aye, man, it was kind of like Taliban with cross trachea. So they were fucking all fighting all that and chasing each other up and down this hill. And the coppers have came round the corner. Because I'm 6 foot, fucking with my face all wrapped up like a Christmas present, they've just gunned for me. So I flung the blade at this hedge, and it's bounced off the hedge and at the player, and I just took out and I just ran at them, because I was, rather than run in the opposite direction, I felt, once they were driving up, I felt I could run by them, and then when I ran by them, they just jumped out the motor and chased me.
See, to be honest, I would have done the same thing. I would have tried to play that smart, as opposed to, I take it they just bounced at the motor.
Just bounced at the motor. In the corner.
But I would have done the same thing. Thinking I was, I'm going to outfox them. I'm going to go out the motor and hit me with the door. Bastard.
I can't get chased, mate. It's like, see, I don't know, see, you can say, you're full of adrenaline and they just go away. When I run, I get full of adrenaline and I can't run. Or see if I'm getting chased.
It's like a dream.
It's a dream. I'm trying to run. It's if I'm getting chased, I can run normally, but see if I need to get away from the cars, I'm running slow. Yeah. It's weird, so I can't run one of the cunts, so I get caught, obviously. Get fucking taken, obviously charged with And then I thought, I was like, I'll get a hold of him, man, I'll get out of here with the post section. And then I you got to go.
Find the knife.
So basically, they didn't find the knife back on the way, but somebody else flung a lock back away, and they found that, and they went, like, I was seeing him flung that away, so I was like, I'm unjustly like, getting done here.
Oh, he believed that the minute you were skin fighting.
Somebody was a fucking knife. So I was like, so I had a few victim complex, so I felt like they had done that. So I took it to trial. That's very good. So I ended up, I get released in bail on a 77 curfew, and I never stuck to it once, so I get that Friday, this was like a Tuesday, that Friday I breached it and get caught, first weekend up, then I get out, and I never stuck to the weekend, I was just trying out, no giving a fuck, then I get caught one weekend and I get remanded, so I get remanded till my pleading day, no, it was my fucking thing, it was my pleading day or my trial day, whatever the fuck it was, so I get remanded, it was a 17-day remand and I get sent to Pullman, it was like, fuck, here we go up in Pullman now. So I'd always heard about Pullman, and mind if I sit on it, is that cool?
That sort of thing.
Just in case I fucking end up dismantling the chair.
No.
Hang me a sort of Pullman, I'd only ever seen Pullman on fucking Boys Behind Bars, you ever remember that?
No.
There was a mad thing, it was on the telly, basically it was like 2 Aye, so they go in and it's Boys Behind Bars, and they go and see that, so that's all me to understanding the Pullman was, and always a other kids going there, so it was always that mad. It was like Disneyland, but when I go there, it was fucking Disneyland, you know what I mean? And it was like a fucking jungle, man. It was just full of fucking cunts up to like 21-year-old. 20-year-old mainly, because you're 21, you shit. Cunts in for murders and cunts in for breaches. So I get dubbed up with a cunt with Royston boy, Sean Cregan. And they the same age as me in for the same thing as me, so I go on with them alright. But I thought one of my pals is next door, which was funny, man. So I had cunts there and I knew it. But I just took it as a pure laugh. I suppose you need it. Because you look at all fucking...
I didn't enjoy it, there's no point sitting there fucking...
Aye, man, but I ended up...
enjoy it, you know?
He ended up getting moved on. You get moved on and I get dubbed up with another kind of kid, Andal for Dundee, you call it Andal Commando. He was a mad car thief and he was aye, for fucking Dundee. He was alright, man. And then I was in for a week and he got I get dubbed up with this cunt for Stirling, and this cunt came in pure moping. Oh, he stayed in Stirling, but he was English, and I was like, fucking... He looked like example. He looked like example if example if they took a stroke. That's how I imagine this is right. So he came in, he was nearly Greek because he was in, we for tied a cunt up. And then he felt pure hard done by, and I'm like, fuck's sake, tied a cunt up. Well, he tied a cunt up, so I don't know if his pals done it, he's pure dead, end up murdering him. So I've ended up dubbed up with this cunt for a day and just started pure bamming him up, man, set his master's on fire and all. I was a pure dick, you know what I mean? I was like, this cunt's boring me. And
I stood there drunk.
And I remember one time he got a nosebleed. His nose just started bleeding and I had to hit the button. And then he was sitting in his face in the toilet plan like, my nose is bleeding. And I had an intercom and I was like, his nose is bleeding. He'd laugh. And the squeeze a laugh. But did your fucking boy smash him in the face when he was sitting? You actually this cunt's face because I think he must have thought he was going to feel sympathy, man. He was real mortified. It was funny. But then, so basically the day I was going to court, my pal next door, he dubbed up with a boys to govern, right? And they were pure fucking pesting me like, maybe even got a kettle. And so, and a kettle in there, your kitchen. And, and when you're in the remand hall, if you've not got something, you don't get it. Like, see, like, you may have a kettle yourself. If yourself don't got a kettle, good luck getting one after screw, so don't get a fuck. So they were like, pure, right, see, you're getting out, I give you your kettle now, and I'm like, I'll give you my kettle. And the night before, I ended up planning, like, right, I went and shat in the kettle. I should have looked back. See, I should have planned. I should have shot in the bag. Then put it in the kettle. Because see, when I shot in the kettle, it was fucking stinking, and it was stinking the gap out. So I had to cover it with an envelope. So I put it in the toilet, the kettle, and this is how bad it was. Like, so usually they'll come in with the breakfast toilet at 7 in the morning, but they'll come in about maybe 6:30, and wake you up if you've caught, and be like, right, get yourself ready for court because the court goes quite early. So they woke me up. The boy next door banged through the wall before the breakfast was, so they were up early. Like, mate, remember these are getting? I was like, don't you worry, mate, I'll forget. So when we opened up, the two of them are awake, and then I'm like, there's that kettle. Oh, cheers, mate, proud of you. Shut the door, then I've just walked in the hall, and within seconds, I've heard one of them just kicking fucking the door. Yeah, fucking dirty bastard. So it comes out. I found it later, so my pal got out like a week later. He's like, mate, you're a dirty bastard. He's like, I was still talking for a cup of tea that morning. It turns out what had happened was, they ended up getting the kettle and put it back in the room, in my room, my old room. My co-pilot, see that mad English guy, he went to cope the same day as me. He get fully committed, so he came right back. And when he came back, the screws put him in the port, made him clean the kettle.
Get it up, oh that's a 2-for-1, Bama.
One back there, I laugh now that I'm
he's out now and he's getting pictures of you with an eyes gouged
if
out.
you need pictures, man, I'd probably go find me on social media. Yeah, fucking sometimes think that, like, that's a bad there. But see me popping up, like, you fucking why?
He's the guy that's leaving on anonymous comments on everything.
Probably is.
He's shy, you're shy.
See, to be honest, I would prefer that. At least then, when I'm getting trolled, I'm like, right, you get a reason. No, I mean, I hate these trolls that just pop up. You're like, why do you follow me? Because they often follow you and they pop up. Like the day I posted a single came out that me and my band done, and getting slated in the comments for it, and I'm like, oh, for you can't follow me, but average don't like it, don't watch. You're following me just to stop my
I say this all the time. If you don't like me, don't follow me.
Right.
What the shit I say all the time, because before I get the blue tick on Instagram, right, I had 4 bands in 3 months, right? So it's a shadow band, so I can see other people's content. I can't message for me, and I can't comment or like, or do you know what I mean? I can't share anything either. But I could just see what other people are posting. So, like, at one point, because I never had the online thing turned off, so people were online and patching me. I was fucking banned. But I had to give them my passport. I had to send them proof of who I was, and they asked for the articles. And my head was like, I'm losing my account here. My Instagram, I built my Instagram up for fuck all, just with being a fanny, do you know what I mean? I was like, that's my wee baby, do you know what I mean? And I thought I was losing my account, and I had to send them news articles, I had to send them fucking loads of shit. Somebody made a fake profile as well, but because of that, just one day I was like, I'm losing this account, man, I'm fucking losing it. And I hold up my phone, it's like a blue tick, and I'm like, I'm fucking attacked for boxing, man, that's all the reason I was in it. Fuck that blue tick, you know what I mean? But I fucking mental. But I kept getting banned, and that's what I say to people. It's like, instead of just commenting negative shit on my posts or replying my story saying you're a scumbag, don't talk about this. I was like, well, I mean, I offended fucking 30 different people yesterday. I didn't offend you, so why do I not need to talk about the thing that you don't like? How arrogant are people? Do you know Ricky Gervais says this? How arrogant are you to think that you go through life not having to hear anything that offends you or anything you don't like? And it's fucking true. How arrogant can you be to... It's like a comedy show. You go to a comedy show, let's say with me, right? And the guy's funny as fuck. Let's say he talks about things like offensive things. Let's say he was making a joke about cancer, he was making a joke about racist joke or fucking jokes about this, political jokes. I don't take offence to any of that. And then he makes jokes about people with tattoos, and I'm like, hold on a minute. No, that offended me. You're terrible, you should be cancelled. That's fucking arrogant of me, because I enjoyed the rest of it. I was laughing at the rest of it. The rest of it I found funny because one thing affected me. You know, if you don't like shit, don't follow it.
That's exactly it. It's just this Gen Z fucking complex. Plus, it's well seen about it as now. It's like, that's offensive. You must apologise. And what? No, they post a video saying sorry, and then that's everything. Because you know what, these cunts are apologising like fucking Steve Francis apologising for both selector. Like, I'm not for these people. What? You know what I mean? It's like people are just getting you apologise just to say. It's almost like a control thing.
See, as soon as you apologise, that's when you can get cancelled. See, you just on the ground. Like, so manager Sam talks with me, because I talk openly about the problems I've had with problems I've had with drink, the problems I've had with coke. I talk openly about it. And because I talk openly about it, I own it. Nobody else owns it. I own it. It's my thing, it was my problem, and I fucking dealt with it. And because I talk openly, I got away with it. The board don't ever come to me and be like, you can't say this. Kelbrook, there's a video of Kelbrook. I mean, there's a video somewhere of me taking the line off my cruiserweight title belt.
You took it, you can.
It's for the boys. So, but there's a video of him taking the line at a party, and he gets slandered. He gets slandered all over the place. But he gets slandered because he came out and said, look guys, I'm really sorry, I'm in a dark place, blah, blah, blah. And I said this. See if he came out and it just went, I was at a party, took a line, what's the problem? And
I know. I said, I do that as well because even talk about that, because even I talk about being in the jail, my past and all that kind of thing. My initial thinking behind that was, well, if I get to where I want to be with this and the public guy famous, well, it's going to come out, so it may as well come out through me, because then it's no an age they can play, oh, you've been in the jail, because that's what they'll do. They use it against you, but if you talk about it and own it, then they can't use it.
100%. Own your past and don't let other people bring shit up about it.
Right.
Just own your past. Everything you've done is with it.
Right.
You've done it.
Exactly done it.
You're not doing it again.
It's going to come out. It's always fucking through you.
Or because I'm bound up about the sister again.
No, exactly. Exactly.
You're not doing that now. You've done it and you've experienced it and you're better. You're a better person for it. So fucking when people have got these issues, they just need to own their shit. You need to own your shit.
That's exactly it. And it's plus as well because people, it's like, if you look at these big celebrities, a lot of them apologising, not because they're sorry, because they don't want to lose their advertising deals, their sponsor deals. And fair enough, it's the livelihood and shit like that, but it's just that fear thing. But once you start people force you, the public just want to control you. That's what it is, and they want to get, and it's that thing is that people go, you shouldn't throw stones, it's good to like, you should have. They've probably done it at all. I'm talking about projection, that's all it is.
No, I know. 100%, mate. So, actually, because right now you're just sporting that fabulous haircut, you got to go to barber shop by yours truly. You barbered in the jail, didn't you?
I was a barber, aye. I was Nicky Clark-Coleman. The first time I cut somebody's hair, it was, I fucked it. I couldn't go Rob Duncan to Lindhouse, man. And I didn't know him, but I knew him kind of, kind of mutual kind of way. And he came in and I was cutting his hair. First time he sat in front of me, the wrestlers was like, right, you cut this is how you cut it. He didn't show me, he just told me, well, shave up, do this and that. So I went and I was cutting his hair and I was like, I've not got a fucking clue. It's almost like driving for the first time, see, I've not got a clue what I'm doing here. And I was cutting his hair and he was telling me, he's like, I've got my wee brass coming up for a visit, man. He's like, first I've seen him, I'm on the ID, so I'm looking forward to it. First time I've seen him in, I'm like, I'm butchering this thing here. As he told me, and I was like, oh no, man. So I ended up, it was like 3 weeks. I had to go and get the barber screw to come and fix it. And then I could tell he was kind of looking, and I seen it in his eyes that way as if you had fucked it. And then I was like, listen, I'm going to get to the point where clients are queuing up for me. So it's not, I worked on it and I got better at it. Don't get me wrong, I was just a clifford lizard, no, I mean, I was good with the scissors. I've never tried with the scissors.
It's, you don't even get a proper rate, like, it's not other people coming and pay you for it either. I'd imagine, because I always thought about the jail, right, it was I don't get jail. I'd thrive. I'm a big cunt. I'm funny. Nobody's going to come at me and just want to scrap with me. I'm a funny cunt, always make people laugh. I'm a barber. I'd nail it in there. And then I realised I don't actually fucking like cutting hair. Oh, man. I need to stone all day and it'll fucking break my back. You don't actually get paid for it.
You know how much I get paid for that? For barbering all day? Much. £6 a week.
Fuck off.
£6. You don't get a tip. Well, I know I saw this
fucking that's
I done.
The Chinese labour.
Oh, mate, it was bad, man. Plus, you're stoning up and couldn't expect to get. Plus, at one point, when I was in Berlin, I started cutting hair in the hall. So the screws in the hall were kind of like, right, if you cut people's hair up here, we'll give you a wee wage off it. But I never felt any cunt. I was getting a wee, I was like £5 a week I get, but I had a job. But what I was charging cunts, see a big bar of Galaxy. Right. That was my price for a haircut. Right. If you want to get, so that was my tip, was a bar of Galaxy. So cunts will be coming in and getting the screws, you know, and shit, man. So I was making a wee under half it then, but even still, it's kind of back away.
I noticed this and fucking, I didn't know that was true until I spoke to a couple of people who've been in jail, because I've never been on myself. I'm too sneaky, but no, so food becomes currency, because it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine I was watching, right, and he talks about, so they're in there and he's like, oh, I want a phone, talks to the gangster, because the post gets to jail for the wrong, it's just the story anyway, many have robbed that bank and ends up in the jail, he's like, I want a phone, and he's like, right, I want 100, and he's like, $100. He's like, no problem. He's like, nah, 100 soups, and he was wanting ramen soups. That's what the currency was. He's like, I want outside flavours, none of the whole flavours, but can't eat beef. And it's like, because they can get a specific soup, they get 9 fucking, no soup, sorry, it was ramen noodles. So he got 100 ramen noodles. And that was how he got his food. But until I spoke to a couple of people that are in the jail, they said, no, it's fucking, that's the thing, so it works. I buy cunts and chocolate and sweets.
He said, I was going to shops. When I was in Poland, I had a biscuit shop. I done so see if you go into a hall, right, you get the guy who does no tobacco in the merch, it won't sell, but the guy who does the tobacco, like 1 for 2 back, 2 for 3, all that shit. The guy that does the chocolate and the guy that does the biscuits, then maybe whatever else.
So I take it you're not allowed to do this? Nah, right.
Well, mate, so I was in a hall, right? So sometimes you maybe get the one guy that does it all, or you get the one guy that does the snout. So at one point I was doing the biscuits,
right?
But see, in this hall, what would happen was people would run up a debt and then they couldn't pay it and they'd go to protection. So the whole because they owe kids money, they owe kids biscuits.
Oh man,
they'll run up biscuits at bars.
Standing in protection with the pedos, no? I mean, man, how come you're up here? How young was the man? Fucking bumped on the chocolate.
The Snickers guy, you know what I mean? So the screws end up going like that, right? This is getting put to a stop. So you had to be secretive about it. But I'd be getting into my cell and then because you got a bed bolt, you put under your bed, but kids would be flinging biscuits in my bed. So there was a screw called Tamiko, who was a pure corrupt screw, let's say, but corrupted a funny way. So basically, he was like, basically, I know you're putting it here, so if you want to keep doing it, you need to square me up. So I had to give him 2 packs of biscuits a week to keep him sweet. So as a lot of bribing that, so, and it had to be good ones, like I didn't like custard cream, maybe a pack of top, because it was, you get your custard cream, your custard creams, you get your bourbons, your custard creams and bourbons, they were the kind of shake ones, and you get your toffee pops and maybe a box of cookies, so I got like a toffee box of cookies, like you go dip back your tea, mate. So I was keeping sweet and plus as well, in this hall. So you get put in a double when you first go up there, right, and then you go in the single cell list. But so to get a single cell, but you need to wait somebody in a single cell either get moved out the hall or get out. So there'll be a few names in front of you, but if you wanted bumped up the list, you could sort them out with a couple of bar of chocolate, a couple of bags of biscuits, and he'd put you up the list. So I go in a cell with bribing this cunt essentially, but the cunt eventually end up parking me at the hall, man. So I fucking I didn't go too well, man. But it's funny, is it? Because in there it is, it's like a mini society in the jail because it's like in there that is life, but when you come out, like I used to collect fucking coloured links, never to use. I had fucking links for like a single link shower gel for like 3 years because it was for a display. I see you coloured links is be like your display. You put a lamp behind it, don't got shine. I remember I paid 12 quid for a link link. Just to put it in my shelf and never used it once.
Fucking hell.
It's a mad thing. It's crazy.
It just shows you build society anywhere, but
it's human. It's just it builds its own. It functions. It's political. It gets political because you go in there because saying you're in a jail, you know everything that's going on. You know this cunt is fighting with that cunt, but he's this and that. But it's all in there. So seeing you come out and you're talking to cunts, it's weird. It's like I'd imagine it's like if you go to Big Brother or something like that, where you went to your own. It's like fucking being a part of a tribe and gone to civilization. You know what I mean? It's just it's like that. It's fucking weird, man.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
That's so I couldn't sit and tell you about this kind of that kind of what's going on in there because it's all jail stuff.
A lot of people have a better life, isn't
Definitely. A lot of guns, that's why they end up back in the out because they're going to hostels or going to like the street. You find that like a lot of the con in Berlin, man. It's just for like the folding doors. I mean, kids are in and out, in and out, in and out.
Which is a shame because it's meant to be the place that you fucking. You think of your actions and you don't go back, but it never ends up the case. You know, a lot of people got a better quality of life inside than they do out.
Because plus, you're just slinging around and then you get stripped away, so you're not getting rehabilitated.
I witnessed a guy once in the town, and the boss knew him by name. His name was John, right? Dude, he was always a.
You didn't even remember.
Right, didn't remember the right? Just fucking take me back. Take me back. I still remember. Take me fucking back. He's pushing them and they're really doing it until he was wanting back in his jail. So they crowd one of them and then they've just sat him down. So they sat him down and left him there. Then everybody took him back in. But I just remember watching us just sitting at a bus stop on the way home. So I just like, what the fuck is going on here? And it took me a wee bit of time to realise he's talking about jail. I didn't know where he was talking about take me back. No, just fucking take me back. No, John, settle down, take me fucking back. And he's cracked one of them. It's no done it, and he's a wee fucking few junkies, you know what I mean? And they've just sat him down, and he's like sitting there gritting, pure sobbing, and they've just walked away from him. And I was like, I cannot follow it. It actually took me, I was thinking about this for about a week, right? But it took me about a week to realise he was wanting in the jail that much, he was wanting back in the jail that much. You know what I mean? Because his quality of life outside is that fucking bad. It's such a shame. It's such a fucking
I never hear about a kid talk about how we go bail. he went in and the judge no bail kid was sleeping under the Kingston Bridge, and then he says to the judge, I don't want bail, I'm going back to St Thomas, I'll be back here tomorrow. And the judge ended up going like that and handing him. But he was literally asking for it. It's like some cuts are in there. It's 3 square meals a day. That's the thing as well, because I was in Poland for 3 years. So I was in until I was 17 to 20. So when I was 17, obviously I was still getting my arse kind of waiting with my mom. But when I got to 20, I was still had that expectation, because when you're in there, everything's done for you. Your laundry's done for you. You need your food. You're fucking, know what I mean? Your gym paid, so you don't pay for nothing. All you need to do is shite and piss, you know what I mean? But when you come out, you've suddenly got all this, and it can be quite stressful, because you're in there daft, because you've got all these pressures, or you need to afford to live, you know what I mean? You need to buy food, you need to do all this shit, man, so it can be quite daunting.
Fucking this hard, man. Fucking really hard. Because what we're going to do is, because I asked people last night, so I've got a couple of questions on Instagram.
I want my fucking names and all.
All the names will be there.
Names will be there. He a fucking dirty bastard, right? I'm getting asked a dick pic.
No. What was a child like, hey? That was one guy, he's already covered that anyway. We don't need to ask that.
Doesn't matter anyway, I'm still going
I've got one for Audrey Free Phones, just ask him to bring my ladders back.
Fast man, I'll bring the fast.
She said you've still not stripped that kitchen out.
I didn't even use a ladders and all, man. Fucking I don't fucking tumble as them, man. So I need to bring them back. They're just sitting there as I fucking ornament.
So what drives you to go to the gym and keep motivated? To keep going, be motivated to keep going. That's for JP, JS, ESLY.
So what is it? What made me go to the gym, or what keeps me going?
So what drives you to keep going to the gym, and what motivates you to keep going?
It's mad. I just know now it's just part of daily routine, because when I go to the gym, I feel immediately good after it. Yeah. So I get up, I like going to the gym first thing in the morning. It sets me up for my day. So the mind, it's a mind thing. I don't really go for the body, and I like going that. Is that just that sense of achievement? Because even the day I went, I couldn't be asked going, and I didn't do a great workout, but it's just getting gone, breaking a sweat, getting through the motions, and it's more keeping the heat ticking over. Plus as well, I feel I could function a lot better.
The dopamine you get fit as well, and fucking you release all the dolphins, you know what I mean?
That's exactly it. Plus as well, mate, a lot of times I would get up in the morning to sniff a patsy or smoke a joint.
For the same thing.
Exactly, for the same thing, but now I'm getting it naturally, and I'm not paying for it.
Didn't get you what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? A nice roasted hot fanny, but all. I'll probably get him at night. I was going to have 2 burgers, and no they kind of burgers, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, I ain't get 2 burgers now, so I'm going to get in about.
So I've got one for Jay Bruno, who I know.
I know Jay.
Make music himself. He's a good wee pal, like cracking you guys. So he's in the gym as well.
Does he hurt?
So he's saying, what does Fivo think of the Scottish rap scene, and who he's met through music, etc.?
So who I've met through music?
No, just in general. What do you think about the Scottish rap?
I think it's starting to take off. I've got a big appreciation for people who keep it authentic, see the accent and stuff. A lot of people, fair dues, people listen to the English scene's booming now, and it's been about for a long time. It's one of the things. A lot of people they repeat what they listen to, which is fair enough. I've done it myself, man. But the thing is, Scotland is so niche. There's nowhere else is like Scotland in the fucking world. I mean, we speak English, but we talk Scottish. I've got my own vocabulary, and we've got my own way of speaking, and it's we're naturally white, and it's not celebrated as much as it should be. And I think right now, with rap and all that kind of stuff, that is like in the sphere of what's contemporary right now, what's modern, what's current. That's fucking everywhere. That's like the predominant kind of music choice right now, and I think if people kind of push the Scottish side of things, it would help it grow, and eventually people start taking notice, because people talk about the day this English accent thing, and it's a business model where it's added for business, and you're like, right, how many have actually made a business with it? Fucking one or two. Like, fucking don't talk to you. You're doing it for the views, which is fine. We all want our stuff to get views and that, but in 50 year time, Nathan's going to be looking back, because if you're comparing it, if you're doing that type of music, if I'm doing English drill, even though I'm Scottish, I'm going to get compared to this big, larger fucking pool of English drillers that are better.
Is he as good as Stormzy?
Aye, exactly. And there's still even more of England that are better, the day more views. And as soon as, and it's going to get that authenticity.
There's actually one that's the same cunt. I'm convinced it's the same cunt. What is it, RD&H?
Aye.
They're not the same fucking weed.
No, it's not the same one. It's
No.
not the same. Or two white rappers, that's a bit
I don't
racist.
dare. I know. Dirty fucking gringo bastards. I don't dare that.
Aye, I'll do the I they're the fucking.
In fact, tell you what, seeing how we're talking about music, you do the music yourself, you've got the guitar with you because you're off to the studio.
Aye, what a fucking coincidence that.
But that's what you were saying about the authenticity and the voice and all that. See, I sing myself, but I sing quite kind of American country style.
Right.
But we said before this, you're going to do a freestyle. We're going to do it in the style of Eminem, featuring Ed Sheeran River.
Eminem, he's your Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, that's it, mate. So I am Ed Sheeran.
We did it now?
We'll do it now, mate.
I've been a love, been a thief, been a lover, been a cheat of myself. They don't need water, they chain over me. Little one, don't wanna run into something. All it's gonna cause is pain. Truth in my lies now, falling like the rain, so let the river run.
My boys are all shitty, no wash them all nights. And my boys are stinking, and I keep on thinking, why have I no wash my whole side? It smells like my ass can. I want to suck my boys, but she's gonna get a smelly joy. She's got a job to find. I've got that stink lotion, I've got pink eye, I've got pink eye, get pink eye, and I don't get ready. Unless I drink
I've been a love, been a thief, been a lover, been a cheat on myself. They don't need water, been rushing over me. Little one, falling into something. What's gonna cause this pain? Truth in my life, now falling like the rain. So let the river run.
Let the river run, just like my bum. When I get diarrhea, and I'm shaking clear, and it's running in my arse. Ah, it's like the Niagara Falls, and it's falling in my bum cheeks all week. Cause I ate something stinking, I got a takeaway. Now my arse is taken away, and an ambulance on my arsehole. I can't buy a parcel, cause it's running right back out my arsehole. Like a waterfall and the river runs. I was talking about arseholes and all that.
Oh man, there's an agenda with these freestyle.
I was coming out now.
Oh, thank you very much, guys, for listening to GHOSTCAST. I've been Jay Fallon, he's been Hawaii Fivo. Thank you, good night, good morning, good afternoon, whenever the fuck you see this.
Like, subscribe, and don't get wide.
Hey!